The Surfing Violinist presents the Holly Bolly One Take. Today, Dilwale. Dilwale's good music and its success in reuniting Shah Rukh and Kajol in a masala-dramatically entertaining way are not enough to overcome its laziness. Dilwale is a masala rom-com gangster movie that dares to take film noir to new rung-birangi heights, and on that basis we give it 3 out of 5 stars. When comparing Dilwale to films of similar genres, I'd put it above Bodyguard, but below Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om is a self-referential masala romp that actually works. It's self-indulgent but not self-important, and even with all its masala, Om Shanti Om was self-aware enough to be a good movie. While Dilwale doesn't take itself too seriously, it's just nowhere near as funny or as well plotted and executed as Om Shanti Om. And I'd put it on par with Ek Tha Tiger in terms of meeting its genre goals. Ek Tha Tiger was trying to be a spy film, but had too much masala in it and about zero on-screen chemistry between the leads. While Dilwale has 2 leads that have a ton of chemistry, but is surrounded by way too much nonsense and action that distracts from a potentially heartfelt film. When it comes to strengths, Kajol and SRK still have it. They really do. Their chemistry almost made me forget about the melodrama of the Romeo and Juliet plot. It was a pleasure to see them on screen again, truly. And the music went a long way to putting the film on par with other SRK classics. Geruwa and Janam Janam are A-grade Bollywood classics in my book. Janam Janam especially feels progressive while managing to preserve a nostalgic feel. It calls back to Tujhe Dekha To Ye Jana Sanam without feeling kitschy or uninspired. Seriously, this is good music. When it comes to areas of improvement, for me this movie is all about wasted potential. I keep reading comments from fans of the film making excuses for it, saying, "It's a Rohit Shetty movie, just have fun, not every movie has to be a classic." Look, I'm not asking for Rishikesh Mukherjee here, but I do expect SRK and Kajol's first on-screen action in a long time to be more than a flavor of the week. Again, the chemistry and music really work, so why not fix the mess in between that ties these scenes together? The number one thing holding Bollywood back in its current avatar is impatience in the writing process. There's an overwhelming tendency to get the songs and dances and fight scenes fixed, and then fill in the blanks to get from one to the next, and it is this filling in the blank style of writing that's keeping these masala action romantic comedy dramas from working as films. There are examples where it works better than others. Om Shanti Om again is a decent example. What does Om Shanti Om have that Dilwale doesn't? Plot, characters, dilemmas, and comedy that were crafted by writers and not marketers. That's what. We need more Bollywood films that start with writers looking at a blank page and not with studio heads looking at a corkboard of prepackaged movie moments that can fill in the blanks between set pieces. And finally, the film can be summarized with the phrase, "Kya fark padta hai?" What does it matter? Who cares? So this scene was taken from Mission Impossible 2, and so it doesn't make any sense at all. Kya fark padta hai? So what if we copy the 5-minute date from the 2-minute date from How I Met Your Mother, and so what if Kajol never takes a bite of anything on her date? Kya fark padta hai? So what if the movie justifies thievery and mobster lifestyles? It's still a family movie because no one kisses each other. So kya fark padta hai? So what if the Geruwa scene, which was actually shot in Iceland, was so massively color corrected and sky replaced and broken in post-production as to make it all look entirely fake? Kya fark padta hai? People both in and outside of the industry are ready for Bollywood to change and get better, but viewers are sitting there making excuses for it at every turn. So kya fark padta hai?
दिल तो हर किसी के पास होता है, लेकिन सब दिलवाले नहीं होते.
At first, I gave this movie a smile, but the realization that the best scene in the movie, the 5-minute date, was also inspired by a TV sitcom was the final straw for me. I already was frustrated for all of the above-mentioned reasons. On the Emoticon-o-meter, I give this film a meh. What are your thoughts about Dilwale? This week, we're reviewing the 3 films competing at the Cineplexes here in India, Dilwale, Bajirao Mastani, and Star Wars. A review for Mastani will release on December 24th, and the review for Star Wars will release on its Indian release date, December 25th. And at the end, I'll be giving my verdict on which film deserves to win at the box office, in my opinion, and genre-based recommendations depending on your film-going preference. And if you haven't seen our Bollywood and Delhi edition of American Indian, click on the video on the right to do so. This month's episode of American Indian is all about our family's experience of this year's festival season and has gone live for Patreon supporters of the channel. If you would like to get early access, click the link to our Patreon page. For as little as $1 a month, you can get that early access. Until next time, keep watching movies with an open mind and help us find the best of what Indian cinema has to offer.